It's been almost over a year since I have left UJ, and I still get some nostalgic flashbacks to that Auckland Park campus. So I decided to edit this video and post it for you guys so that just a little piece of me at UJ is still out there. The arrangement elengari memorial. Are they trying to grow flowers on the grass? It looks strange. Anyway, today's plan actually is to deregister. I'm going to deregister. Before we do that, I just wanted to be the explorer, on campus. I also wanted to do a campus tour, but dang, this campus is huge, nah. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I can try. I can try for you guys. Campus will look a bit dry. It's winter, the trees are boneless, boneless, and there's nothing much I can do about it. But one thing about the UJ campuses that you will love and appreciate is how clean they are. Always clean. But it's a really nice campus actually, and I must admit that I did fall victim to the go UJ and I was into the South African Ivy League schools like UCT, Stellenbosch, what's this, Wits. But I hated Wits. I was never going to go there, so I feel like UJ is one of those undercover Ivy League schools. Undercover Ivy League. You wouldn't know the UJ experience unless you're in UJ or you're at UJ. No regrets or anything. It's been a spectacular time. I enjoyed the time I had at UJ. Though I do hate the orange. Oh guys, the orange is obnoxious. I had to get out of my color aesthetic loving self to appreciate the true beauty of UJ. And I'm glad I got over that. Actually, I'm not over that. It still makes me want to bath. But if I don't look at the orange long enough, I can ignore the fact that it exists. Just saying. And I feel like it's worse now because it's UJ's 20th birthday. So, let me show you. Orange. And we move, it's a lot of green. And then orange, move. Orange, the bin, orange, the sign is orange. And then we move, and then you come to these buildings, orange. Orange. That entire building is orange. I think it's the C lads. No, the C's at this side. That side. Orange, and then that's yellow, but there's orange on it as well. The grass is green on this side, that's for sure. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I'm gonna itch. Alexa, let me get off. Here's a little mini tour of the patch of grass at the UJ Auckland Park campus. There's many patches of grasses. This one is just particularly a fan favorite because it's right in front of a fountain. And sometimes when you're just stressed and overwhelmed and you just want to lay on the grass, there's trees there, there's the sound of the fountain. Okay, so just a tip for how to navigate campus. This is one of the things that I learned to do earlier on so that I can get to my classes faster. So I think, is it those three? Those two or those three? That's the A's. Those two are the B's. No, those three are the B's. Those three are the C's. And then those three are the D's. And then the afterthought, the E's are over there. So if you're coming from the Madideng side and you want to get to the D's, instead of walking the curve, you can just come down those stairs, walk across. Yeah, you can step on the grass, but sometimes it's slippery, and then go over there. There's a staircase that side, and then you buy the D side, And then if you want to go to the D labs, you can just enter by the C, that nook over there. Or is it another one? No, SciCAD, it's up there. So by that nook over there, and then you walk straight on, and then the D labs are that side. That's how I mastered it. I'm giving you tips. Listen, people, listen. I decided to look for different sitting areas. Now these benches are literally second from the grass as top contenders. They are at the perfect location, close to where the labs are for the practicals, close to the fountain. I can still hear it in the background. And in summer, because they're under the shade of the trees, the cool breeze just comes and it just cools you down. If UJ hasn't fixed these stairs, I am putting out a spoiler warning to every single person. Even at that top stair, it's a sleeping, okay? I nearly fell. Not once, okay? But twice. But the fact that I know it's there, but it's the way the stairs are just awkwardly laid that you wouldn't think that they want you to tumble down. Yeah, but they do. So most of the time I'll avoid using these stairs, but they're so convenient when I want to go to the D sides because I could just use that little nook over there and then just get to my classes quicker, especially when I'm late. These are the day houses. A little pointer for my incoming first year students. I think there's a time frame for when you can register into a day house. I think there's how many day houses? Like 5 or 4, all different. You just sign up to the one that best suits you. Sign up for anything and everything during those first 2 weeks. You can always drop out later, but just know that things have registration periods and it's usually those first 2 weeks. There's some more sitting areas. One thing about UJ, they have a lot of sitting areas. But the problem about these ones is that there's always poop. And I cannot blame them because they're underneath a tree, but there's so much poop. The Joburg pigeons are pooping. There's so much poop. And here's the APK student center. It's like a mini mall shopping center that you'll find in the very secluded villagey areas. But yes, it's like that. These banks, postnet, anything and everything you want as a student. Convenient, expensive, as you would expect. Hello. Next, what is this stuff? Okay. Oh, ne kopa botsa kana ke bokae limit ya nka kgonang swipe ka from 15 rand. Thank you. And my one's gone that I buy in dire situations. They got me covered. Usually my friends and I would sit either in this little cube thingy. The sitting spaces in here are really nice and they have like plugs inside. So like if you want to work and you have your laptop or whatever and you want to charge your phone, whatever, you can do that in here. There's more sitting space this side and like a patch of grass that side. And yeah, don't think there are any restricted areas on campus, well, that I know of. Because like if you want, you can come sit over there or anywhere. There's more sitting space here. If they even give you a map, the map that they're going to give you won't show you properly where you can find the SRC offices and the student volunteering offices. So it's through this little sketchy, dodgy looking place after you've passed the day houses. And here is my secret lift. Not really a secret, but not many people use it, and it's scary and dodgy, and I wouldn't recommend you using it alone, but because I like breitjies and dinge, I use it alone. I mean, look at it. Who would want to go in here alone? Like, yo. If you ever get lost and they tell you to go to earrings, mang, and you don't know where that is, it's in there. And it looks horrible. That's why I say the E's are literally an afterthought. Like, no effort whatsoever. My favorite building has to be the C's. I love the C's. But these are not it. I hate using the lift, so as expected, it was me on the stairs. I did say it was going to be me on the stairs. Besides the fact that the lifts are slow, I also get motion sickness, so I avoid using them as much as possible. Back there I showed you guys the computer science area, general vicinity, computer science and informatics. Honestly, I don't know what to call it. Could call it the little nook, the little section, because that's what it was, honestly. So there's more sitting area here if you're more of an introvert and you just want to be away from people, but still closer to the E-Labs and the E-Labs or the computer science labs. Then you can just sit there. Over there are the D-Labs. I'm not going to walk over there because, I mean, it's a distance. But yes, that's where you'll find the D-Labs. So they're pointing to the D-Labs and the D-Labs. UJ is infamous for its very sketchy, narrow, steep stairs. These take the cup for me because not only are they covered in bush, but there's a high possibility of being tripped by a bliksem vine and falling, not to your death, but you might lose a tooth or something. Okay, the gate is open. Let me show you guys the gate. So this is the D parking lot, and if you want to get to it from the student center, you basically just walk from where? These are the residences. Yeah, there. You walk from there, that gate. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not. There's also an opening here as well. And then you can walk up this nook. Sometimes the gate is locked. I don't know under what circumstances it's locked, but sometimes it is. And there's nothing you can do about it. And then you'll be spitting yourself out. That's the gate I used to come in here, but that's the one you should use to exit to get to the D parking lot. And if you find that this gate is locked, which sometimes it is, you can walk down this path. Walk. I wouldn't recommend doing this at night, but whatever. And then just walking straight on like a car, because, well, if you don't have a car, your legs are your car, babes. Use them wisely. See where the car came from? That's where we are going to turn to access the D parking lot. Now, why am I trying to get to the D parking lot? Well, I'm getting to my most favoritist, that's not a word, but whatever, most favoritist part of campus, and that is, you will see it when we get there. And the gate is open to the D parking lot, and we spot a Hadida. Obviously it's empty because who in the world is at school during recess? Me. I'm at school during recess. Right over there is the school gym, and that's where we're going to walk because the place that I'm taking you guys to is way past the gym. Just a side note, I am so breathless because this steeps. I don't know if it's the steeps or it's the altitude, but I swear the UJ Auckland Park campus just made me breathless for no reason whatsoever. Listen, I am not unfit, but I was unfit on that campus, constantly fighting for my life. And you would think after walking this path so many times, I'll be used to it by now. Still not. Down there is another path to get to the D Labs and the D Lazers. And then up here, we just continue on to get to the gym. We have arrived. It's not the gym that's my favorite place. I haven't even been there except to lurk. It's this entire area right here. Something besides the birds, there's something quite nice about this general area. It's just peaceful. It's you, yourself, and your thoughts, and the birds, and the butterflies. How dare I forget the butterflies. And this stairs, I don't know what these stairs are for, but they exist. And sometimes you'll find students sitting on them, studying, reading a book, soaking the sun. Whatever they feel like doing, they do it. And yeah, right over there, those are the D Labs, the side of the D Labs. D1. Naturally, there's more poo. This is like the den. It's a den, the den of the birds where they like chill. Like if you can't find pigeons on campus, it's because they're here. This is a fire pit. thing, magic. But I've never seen this thing used. They probably do use it, or used to, but yeah, whatever. Sitting when they were doing the cheerleading tryouts, I was watching because they weren't teaching, it was auditions, and I can't dance to save my own life, so we observe when we can't do. Okay, so I just came back to an abomination. That bench is usually there, so I can sit and look right over there at the butterflies, but somebody moved it and it looks horrible because why would I want to sit? Because look, I can sit. I'm sitting now, and I'm looking at that. Why? Anyway, not my bench, not my problem. Okay, it is my bench. Okay, I am disappointed. Whatever. They could have moved this one, like honestly. And this is my secondary bench. It's not really, I don't like it that much because it's in the sun. And if I want to soak in the sun, I can just sit here. And again, look at the butterflies. I'll show you guys a video of the butterflies in summer, spring slash, and how they look so pretty. But yeah, this tree is usually the shade for like when I sit on my bench. Now that they moved my bench, I guess it's, yeah, quite prophetic and poetic because I won't be sitting on it anymore. Joburg. You cannot be the University of Johannesburg and not have a view of the Joburg skyline. Like, what the heck? We started at the fountain and we ended on a bench in front of the fountain. So, I guess it's not so bad. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and I love you all. See you in the next one. Bye.